Assalamualaikum dosto. My name is Hashim Awan and you are watching All Round Sports 25. As you must know, this is my first ever video, so I will ask you to like, share and subscribe, and I will be very happy if you show their support to me. So for my first video, I am going to tell you my top 10 football players because the football is my favorite sports. I will be also posting about cricket, but mostly football is my favorite sport. Cricket is also brilliant. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Wayne Rooney. He was a brilliant player in his time, and he was exceptional. I have watched highlights. I have not been lucky enough to watch him live, but I have watched highlights, and I have absolutely seen what a wonderful player is. So number 10 is Wayne. So the number 9 player on my list is Beckenbauer. Absolutely the best defender ever. He was a veteran of his time, and he's such a legend. So number 9 is Beckenbauer. In my opinion, the best defender of all. Number 8 on my list is Yashin. What a legend he was. I think he's very underrated because he's a goalkeeper, but I think he deserves to be on this list. By far the best goalkeeper ever. Number 7 on my list is Eusebio. He was also a legend, the best Portuguese after Ronaldo. He was a legend. Eusebio, one of the most prolific goal scorers of his time. So number 7 is Eusebio, and please note this is my list, and I will love to know yours in the comments. Number 6 for me is Ronaldinho, absolute legend. He had so many skills. He was just brilliant. Ronaldinho, for most people, he will not be number 6, but for me, he is number 6. His career was cut short by injuries, and he was not that fit because he used to drink alcohol. But still, he was one of the best killers of all time. Number 5 for me has to be Zidane. He was an absolute legend of France, best player of his era, and he could have been number 4, but I think Johan Cruyff was better player than him. But even though he was just a brilliant player. Number 4 for me has to be Johan Cruyff, an absolute legend, an absolute Dutch legend, an absolute Barcelona legend, and Cruyff, he was one of the best players of all time, and I think he deserved to win the World Cup. He's one of the best forwards of all time. His record speaks for himself. He's number 4. Number 3 is one of the best players in the game, Diego Maradona, the third best forward of all time for me. He is an absolute legend of Argentina and Barcelona, and his man's shirt was sold for $3 million. That speaks for itself. Just imagine how many money is $3 million for just a match worn shirt by this man. Number 2 for me has to be the legend himself, Pele. He is an absolute legend. I keep saying the word legend, but what else can I say for this man? He was absolutely fantastic. What a player he is. Now he's been overtaken by Messi as the second highest goal scorer. Now he is the third highest goal scorer, and he is absolute legend. I just keep saying that word. Number 1 is none other than Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. I cannot pick one from them both. They both are absolutely brilliant. You all know their records speak for themselves. You all know how brilliant these two players are. I cannot pick one side. These both are very close to my heart. So, an honorable mention for me is Di Stefano. For many people, he would have been in the top 10, but for me, he isn't in the top 10. So that is all for today's video. So as you know, it was my first video, and the club I support in football is Real Madrid, and the country is Brazil. So as you know, it was my first video, and I tried my very best to make it as good as I can. I hope you agree with my list, but I know there will be many differences. So please comment your down in the comment section. Bye.